back with us here on Leaders of Tomorrow, and tonight on Game Changers, we're talking about how those who are differently abled can be employed by India Inc. And our second conversation tonight is with Access for All. According to Census 2011, 2.21% of India's total population is living with disabilities. And in this first part of today's episode, we brought you a conversation with a company that's aiming to train those with disabilities for jobs in India Inc. Our second conversation tonight is with a company that's aiming to change perceptions and access to public spaces for those with disabilities. Shubhangi Sinha caught up with Access for All to understand how this social enterprise is aiming to bring about changes as far as reforms and bring those to fruition are concerned. Take a listen.
आपका फेवरेट कलर कौन सा है?
मेरा फेवरेट कलर येलो है।
येलो क्यों?
क्योंकि येलो कलर है ना, मैंगो का भी कलर है, क्योंकि मैंगो से स्मेल से पता चलता है कि वो मैंगो है, और वो जब खाते हैं तभी भी ऐसा फुल अलग फीलिंग आता है कि एकदम पूरा मन में पूरा ये हो जाता है, उस फीलिंग बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं, इसके लिए येलो कलर बहुत अच्छा है।
Have you ever wondered how the visually impaired associate with colors? The blues and the greens that we associate with oceans and skies and trees so easily.
More than the color, it's the texture that they associate more with. It's the feeling, it's the tactile aspect of that particular object that they associate with. Hi, I'm Siddhant Shah, founder of Access for All. We started this organization after my initial interactions with disability at home. My mom, Anisha, she is partially sighted. She was not born with a visual impairment, but she acquired visual impairment 12 years ago. And that was my first interaction with somebody with a special need in our house, like how suddenly my house changed to becoming one of the most uncomfortable space for her. And being an architect, this was something that started drawing my attention to that, a space which you're so familiar with, where you've lived for such a long time, and suddenly that space becomes not at all familiar for you. That was the first time I realized what it happens for those with special needs, both like physically challenged as well as those with intellectual special needs. Along that same time, while I was studying in architecture, we did a competition which was hosted by UNESCO and ASI, along with my two friends, Jay and Siddhi. And the competition was about making World Heritage Sites in India disabled friendly. So that was again the first time I started realizing that yes, like even monuments, heritage sites need to be made accessible to those with special needs. We won the competition, and then later we were taken to Sanchi Stupa, which is in Bhopal. So I still remember that experience of a visually impaired boy giving me the story of Buddha from the Jataka tales and his understanding the iconography of Buddha, the chakra, and he could do that entire thing by touching the works which were in the Sanchi Stupa. This was first time that I realized that why should we always put our hands down and not touch anything? Why not allow the experience of touch, because that's the only way through which somebody with a visual impairment can experience or engage with a site. So that led to me doing my masters in Greece. I did my masters in heritage management from Athens. While I was there, while working with various different museums, I came across a tactile museum, and I was really fascinated because it said, please touch the artworks on display, and it's something which you would not see in a museum, please touch, otherwise you see in bold letters, please do not touch, or bouncers around you saying that please do not touch, or move in a straight line, do not use your hands, do not touch our works on display. And that changed a lot for me. So I started our journey. Access for All was formed at that time. We had a rough beginning. We met a lot of museum professionals who said that no, we don't want such facilities, or we already have facilities, like we have a ramp, or we have a parking facility for those with wheelchair, and I think they thought that that was enough. Or somebody would even say, अरे हाँ हमारा toilet बड़ा है तो wheelchair अंदर जा सकता है. But they didn't realize that there was much more than physical access. Like accessibility is not just providing a ramp. Like for example, how would somebody with a hearing impairment experience a museum or a curated walk? How would somebody who's visually impaired experience a site? what is the difference that you are providing to them by like just getting them in a site and not having them for them to touch, or like no braille books over there. So our first break was at the City Palace in Jaipur, where they allowed us to use their space. They allowed us to interact with the museum gallery, the painting and photography gallery, and we developed the first tactile paintings for a museum where you could actually touch and feel a miniature painting. Seeing that, we got introduced to DAG, which was known as Delhi Art Gallery. DAG is an art gallery based out of Delhi, in Bombay and New York, and they were really keen and allowed us to use their collection to make art accessible to those with special needs. For them, we developed a project called Abhas, which is a tactile art appreciation program for those with visual impairment. It's interesting because you would have an original work, and right next to the original work you would have tactile reproductions of that work, which allows them to touch, feel and understand, like which otherwise we would see. So in a way the space suddenly became more open. So for example, if I had to speak about the challenges that we faced, it was like A, B and C. A was awareness about disability, awareness about special needs and the things that they would need. B was the bad B word, which was the budget. Nobody thought that it was necessary to spend a certain amount towards making their complexes accessible and making it more inclusive. And C was the fact that everybody saw disability as charity. And that was one thing which we did not want.
India is home to 36 UNESCO heritage sites, but not all of them can boast of fair accessibility. The facilities available on ground still remain unsatisfactory for most members of the differently abled community. Access for All is trying to bridge these very gaps and make experiential learning a reality for the disabled and help companies bring inclusivity in workspaces.
While we were working on this, I've constantly worked with a lot of blind schools across the country, because with my mom being partially sighted, I came from a very strong understanding that I would not want to do anything for them without them. Their participation was really necessary. That's why even in our Braille press, we have our own Braille press. It is run by people with visual impairment who do all our proofreading. They know how to operate a Braille press, they know how to use the things. And that's how we thought that it is important to even give them the sense of employment, the sense of being important in doing something for their own community. Our organization started researching about how do you talk to them about shades, how do you talk to them about light, how do you talk to them about shadow, how do you talk to them about depth, because depth is one thing which they can't perceive. So when you see our tactile works, you will see that they are made in a 3D format for them to touch and understand, like niche gaya hai, thoda upar hai. There are various levels in which they can understand. The artwork shows something which is in the foreground, which is in the background, which is in middle, and along with that there are braille text which is put up over there. So while they're touching these things, while they're feeling the buildings, the wall, the sky, they're reading about these things. So we started integrating these things in our works. Following that, National Museum, which is in Delhi, they got in touch with us, and that was our first project with a government organization. It was amazing the way they responded with us. Like, they were so open. They were so open to ideas of, okay, let's do something together. And with them, we developed the first gallery in the country, which is a tactile gallery specifically for those with visual impairments, and it's called Anubhav Gallery. Anubhav meaning something that you can touch, feel and experience. So this gallery allows them to actually touch works which are reproduced, which are from our Indian history. For example, things like the dancing girl from the Indus Valley. So there is a small reproduction of that. There are votive tablets from the temple. Then there is sculptures, there are metal objects. So all these things were recreated for that particular gallery. And the gallery was designed in such a way that it would cater to people with special needs. It would cater to people who are old, and it would cater to kids. Over time, like, people started realizing the importance of accessibility. Plus, we are really happy that the country started taking certain decisions towards these. In 2016, there was the rights for people. The bill was passed for rights for people with disability. Like, that bill has now been passed, and people are really trying to amend that in different ways. So while we are doing all these workshops, interaction with schools, with our major funding came in through CSRs, we realized that what we were trying to do was nothing else but package that experience for them in a different manner. So for example, we realized that people in this segment would have reduced mobility, so they would not travel a lot. So when we visited a school, we had an interaction with the principal, and she said that my students don't travel a lot, but I would really love to get elements of different places to them in the school. So we developed that. So every 2 months we get one city or one state from our country and get their artworks, their heritage buildings or sites in terms of their models. We get materials in terms of the food. So something that gets in touch with all their senses. So we've been doing projects, we've been working with people with various special needs in various demographics. But one thing that has always stayed with me is this one interaction with a kid. We were discussing with him, and why आप यहाँ पे आए, क्यों आए, आपको क्या अच्छा लगा, what did you like about it? And his one line has stayed with me. It's like something that drives me to do what I do till date. And he just said that the fingers that read Braille can see things today.
Country of billions, but our understanding about disability and impairment is so limited. For us, trying to provide access is perhaps just building a ramp in a building. The question at hand is that will you and me as a country be able to change the way we look at disability? Will we be able to make this society inclusive? And is it companies like Access for All who can perhaps help us achieve this and change the game?